Minna yokoso to Game Grammar Plays Pokemon Sun in Japanese. I'm Tom, and so far we just moved to the Alola region, and we just got our Pokemon, but now we have to go show our mom, because we're good boys. Let's see this. So, this is where we just got our beautiful, 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 perfect Nyabi. Let's go look at our perfect boy. Look at him. Just look at him. He's perfect. I love him. I admit it. I love him. Okay, let's talk to some non-player characters. Hara says, 君たちなら力を合わせどんなところにも行けますな. So 君たちなら is like 君たち is you plural, you guys, both of you, so me and Litten, and 君たちなら is a nara is I completely forgot the word. It's like an if statement, conditional statement. So like if it's you two, 力を合わせ, so you can join your power together, and どんなところにも, so whatever kind of place 行けます can go. So if it's the two of you, you can join your power together and go wherever you want to. And Lily says, リーリエ、ニャビさんのこと詳しく知りたければポケモン図鑑のご覧になるといいです。So 詳しい means detailed. We saw that with Pokemon Leaf Green in the discussions of our Pokemon Zukan in there too. So hey, look, vocab that keeps coming back to you. So anyways, 詳しい means detailed. Just pull it up on there. Yep. See, knowing very well, detailed, full. So if you 詳しく知る or 詳しく知ってる, I mean, then you know something in very good detail. So if you want to know more about Nyabi in good detail, Pokemon Zukan no ご覧になる. So ご覧になる is a very polite way of saying to look at. And Pokemon Zukan o just means look at your Pokemon Zukan. And then the といいです is, the to is another conditional statement, like an if statement. So it's like, if you look at the Pokemon Zukan, と, and then いいです, it is good. It just means you should do that. That's a good idea. And I just got the chat going on my phone to the side. Hey, Jalald Evans. Good to hear that you've been studying for this. That's exciting. All right. Kukui says, なんだろう。誰か忘れている気がするぜ. So, なんだろう. It's literally nan, like nani, and then daro, like desho. But it's just, he's saying, what? But it's also kind of like a, he's thinking about something. Then 誰か is someone 忘れている気. 気がする means like to have a feeling. So 忘れている気がする. He feels like he is 忘れているsomething or forgetting something. In this case, it's 誰か, so he's forgetting someone. But I don't care about that. I'm gonna go show my mom my cool new Pokemon. Oh no, how unexpected. He's got some good music though. なあなあ Pokemon 勝負しようよ. So, Nana is just kind of like, ne ne. You know, he's like saying, hey, hey, look at me, pay attention to me. And then Pokemon 勝負, that's battle. I still haven't counted how many times they've said battle yet, but we're gonna do that. And しようよ is like, let's do it. しよう. And then Hara, he says, ha ha ha. Seku de nai. Alright, so seku means to hurry. And I just want to pull this up on here. I had to look this word up for a good reason. Like, if you look at the dictionary on my screen, I type in seku, and it's giving me all these other things, and I have to scroll down quite a ways before I see it right there. It means to hurry, seku. You have to scroll down a lot because, like, it's not a very common word. So, you know, if you have to look up a word in the dictionary and it's harder to find, I really, like, wouldn't worry about it too much. I wouldn't write it down and put it in my vocab list until I'm like way better and I can read everything but that word. Most of the time to say to hurry, people say isogu. I don't know why they said seku. Who knows? 名前も言わずに勝負もあったものではないな。So, 名前も言わずに. So, 言わず is like to be in a state of not knowing, not quite. 言わず means to not having been said. And 名前も, so like, if he hasn't even said his name, or you haven't even said your name, you haven't introduced yourself, 勝負もあったものではない. You can't challenge someone, like you can't challenge someone to a battle. That's ridiculous. あったもの is like, mono's just our thing, and あった is like, have. You can't have one if you don't introduce yourself. It's just rude. You gotta be polite. This is Pokemon. 俺ね、how? So he's saying, one second. Oh my goodness, so sorry about that. I had to step out of the room for just a second, but I'm back. Alright, anyways, ore ne means like, as for me, or just me. I'm Hao. His name is Hao. Shima King no Mago. So he's the grandson of the Shima King. We might know Mago from Pokemon Leaf Green, because Green was Okido Hakase's Mago. Oh, it's all coming back. De ne, Mokuro ga partner. So he's like, also, Mokuro is my partner. Mokuro is Rowlet, in case you forgot. Hao says, ねえ、君のニャビもすごくかっこいいな. So, he's like, hey, 君のニャビ, your ニャビ, mo, is also すごくかっこいい, super duper cool. And I can say arigato, or I can ask the very obvious question of Pokemon ski. We're going to say arigato, which is thank you. Yeah. だからね. Well then, Pokemon 勝負しよう. That's yet again, let's battle. He's just jumping right into it. Oh, hello, Mr. Beard. 君が来るのを待ちきれなくて、あちこち探してたんだ. So, 君が来る means for you to come. 来るの is like for you to come. It's making it into a noun. That's what he's waiting for. 待ちきれなくて. Okay. And 待ちきれなくて means to wait. It has an implication of impatience. The kireru is like to cut off, and kirenai is it's not cutting off. So he's like waiting and waiting and waiting, and the waiting's not stopping. You can't cut off the waiting, so you just gotta keep going, and you're just tired of it. And achikochi here and there, sagashite tanda. So he was looking all over for us, and he was waiting. Ririe says, 私, I, ポケモンさんが傷つく勝負はちょっと苦手ですが. So she's saying, Pokemon battles, shobu, where Pokemon can get injured, kizutsuku, they're a little bit ちょっと苦手. So 苦手 could mean that she's bad at them, but given the context, it's more understood that she does not like them. It can mean both things. See, poor at, weak at, dislike of in the dictionary right there. Yeah, she's saying she doesn't really like them because Pokemon can get hurt them, you know? 応援しますね. So 応援 means to root for or to cheer for. Like, 応援団. If you ever played Osu Tatake Oendan, the DS game, the music game, it's a good one. Elite Beat Agents. 応援団. 応援しますね. So she's gonna cheer for us. Because she's just nice like that. And Kukui says, 初めてのポケモン勝負だね. So 初めて, we saw this last time. This is a great word to put in a vocab list. It means the first. So this is the first Pokemon 勝負, the first Pokemon battle. ポケモンの技を繰り出し、勝ち負けを決めるんだぜ. So Pokemon's moves, ポケモンの技を繰り出し, like you'll unleash them. And then 勝ち負け, 勝ち means win and 負け means loss. So 勝ち負けを決めるんだぜ. So the victory or the loss will be decided. 孫の相手をお願いできますかな? So, mago is grandson again. So, mago no aite. Aite means partner or rival. Like, we'll use it for if you're playing someone in tennis or a sports match. So, it doesn't really have an antagonistic feel. It's just like a friendly thing. And onegai dekimasu is like onegai shimasu. You know, dekimasu comes from suru, kind of. It's the potential form, like do becomes can do, suru becomes dekimasu, suru becomes dekiru. And onegai shimasu means like, please do this for me. Onegai dekimasu is kind of like one step beyond in terms of being polite. And so what it means, it's like a very more formal, may I ask you to do this? So, onegai dekimasu, mago no aite o is like, will you please be the partner in battle for my grandson? Gappuri yotsu no shobu o kitai shimasu na. Gappuri yotsu. I did not know what this was. And here's one of my favorite things to do when you don't know what something is you just gotta Google image search it sometimes. You can even type it in all in Romaji. I double checked that you can do this beforehand before I would tell you to do this. You can do Gappuri Yotsu, even in Romaji, Google image search, and you get all these sumo wrestlers. And yeah, basically what it means is like, it's just a sumo term. Gappuri means like to hold on to. And if I knew more about sumo, I would be able to tell you exactly what it refers to, but I don't know as much about sumo. But he's talking about, you know, like a sumo wrestler, shobu o kitai, like a sumo wrestler no shobu, so like, you know, locked in a fierce battle. And shobu o kitai shimasu. Kitai means like anticipate or expect. So he's anticipating a very fierce battle between Hao and I. And let's do it. Aite shite kureru? So, aite suru, yet again, aite means partner. So, aite suru would be like, will you do the partner thing, you know? And then kureru is like to do a favor. But aite shite kureru, we don't say, will you do my partner? We could translate it as, will you be my partner? Or you could translate it more as like, will you just battle me? You know, different things. We can say, makenai yo. So, I will not lose. Makeru. Or, ちょっと待って, wait a little bit. But we're gonna be really cool. 負けないよ. I'm not gonna lose. よし, 楽しんじゃうもんね. So, よし means like, alright. And 楽しんじゃうもんね. So, 楽しんじゃう comes from 楽しむ, to look forward to. But then you turn it to the てしまう form. And 楽しむ's te form is 楽しんで, so 楽しんでしまう. Which is like, it will be completed. And then you contract it just a little bit, because Hao is a hip cat. So, 楽しんじゃう, and then mono is like thing. So, it's a 楽しんじゃうものね. では、ポケモン勝負を始めますせ. So, では is like, well then, and then ポケモン勝負始めますせ. So, yet again, this is just our very stereotypical older guy, any guy, replacing the ending sound of something with an A sound, just to show that he's really cool. Like me. This is a good battle theme. I'm down. ポケモントレーナーのハウが勝負を仕掛けてきた. So, Pokemon trainer Hao challenged us to a battle. I'm probably gonna miss some of the words in the battle, because sometimes they go by quickly. So, yuke, nyabi. So, like, yuke is a different form of, like, iku, kind of. So, he's commanding Yanabi to go. So, our options are Pokemon, Bagu, Nigeru, to escape, and Tatakau. We don't have anything in the Pokemon or the bag, so we're going to Tatakau, to fight. Hikaku is scratch. We remember that because Charmander has it back in Pokemon Leaf Green. Same with Hinoko. It literally means, like, like fire sparks, like little tiny bits of fire, translated as ember, and nakigoe, which just means animal cry. Oh, did you see Rowlet's face? Oh my goodness. In my main game, I chose Poplio as my starter, so I don't get to see Rowlet in action. That was adorable, though. Ah, this game is so good. Okay. Type advantage. Let's do it. Nyabi no Hinoko. 効果は抜群だ. So the effect was like splendid. It was brilliant. And I think he used taiatari, which means tackle, like the body hit. We did way more damage than Rowlet did. This is going to be an easy win. 効果は抜群だ. 相手の目標の体当たり. にゃびはどうする it said. So like, どうする is literally like how to do. Like in what way would you do? So, you know, they use it a lot for like, what are you going to do? 効果は抜群だ. 相手の目標は倒れた. So, it was defeated. にゃびはsee, we missed it. It said, 経験値. レベル6に上がった. Raised to level 6. We see our 攻撃, our 防御, our 特攻, our 特防, our 素早さ. It's just our attack, our defense. Then you have the toku, which means special. Tokuko, like 攻撃, tokubo, like 防御. So that's our special attack, special defense. And 素早さ, which is speed. On our bottom screen, you can see the Pokemon refresh icon. Oteire. Yeah, oteire. Just like to put in hand. Wow. He's like, oh man. Tomo wa shokin to shite 100 yen te ni ireta. So, as prize money, shokin to shite. So the to shite is like as, and shokin. 100 yen te ni ireta. So you obtained 100 yen. Michael Cugley says the bow tie look is so cute. It is. I have a couple bow ties, but I don't wear them as well as Rowlet does. Wow, suge. Wow, so cool. I love how Hao is just like so positive about everything. I could hang out with him. Tomu dakke? Alright, so be careful here. Dakke is not like tomu dake. Tomu dake, no tsu right there, would be only or just. We talked about that quite a bit. It's a pretty common word. And that's not what this is. This is more like our datte that we use for quotes. Let's see if it... Yeah, this one. Alright, no. It's not really here. Anyways, this is more like what you'd use for quotes. So the tomuda is like our entire concept or phrase. And the ke is mentioning it more as a recollection. So he's saying like, oh, you're called Tom, right? So he asked for our name, didn't really care. But he remembers it now, you know? Mr. Beard says, the fact that you can read kanji so fast seems like magic to me. Even hiragana feels like I'm reading at the first grade level. That just comes with practice, like for real. I probably was studying Japanese for like a good 2 years before I really started practicing kanji. And before I started and after I started practicing kanji, like actually dedicatedly, world of difference. Oh my goodness. Don't neglect your kanji. Anyways, kimi no nyabi mo kakkoi na. So, kimi no nyabi is your nyabi. Mo, even that, is really cool. So he's saying you're cool and your nyabi's cool. Yosh, ashita ganbaru. So, ashita is tomorrow and ganbaru is like to try your best, to persevere. Oh, dang. This is important. No, Tomu. お手持ちの輝く石を見せていただけるかな? So, お持ち is just like the one that you're holding. お持ちの輝く石, that is our sparkling stone we saw from the last episode. 見せていただけるかな? So like, いただく, いただきます, you know? It's, I'm gonna receive it. So, keru is the potential, or the you can do it. So he's like, can you please show that to me? 見せて, can you please show that to me? Nanto. He's just like, what? Ji-chan, それってもしかして. So, that thing, それってもしかして perhaps. Okay, this is the third time we've seen that. I think it's the third time. そういえば is like, well then, トムはカップコケコに助けられたと. So, this to is not a conditional. We see a conditional to a lot. This is more of the, like, quoting to. like the te we just talked about. So Tom was saved by kapukokeko, tasukerareta, saved by. So this is like, that's right. Or I can say, sonotoki, at that time, ishi mo. At that time, the rock also, like he also gave me the rock. I'm going to just say, so this. That's a nice Japanese answer. Naruhodo. I see. Ishimade morau to wa na. So, ishimade. Made means like up to. In this case, he's saying like, you receive the ishi, you receive the stone as well, suggesting that like he is giving you all of these things, like he saved you from the bridge, and then he's extending that favor and also giving you the stone. So the favor's going up to the stone. Stopping there though. He's not helping us anymore. He abandoned us. Kimi wa Aurora ni kurubeku shite kita no kamo na. So, Aurora ni kuru. That's come to Alola. Beku is like beku shite is fated to happen, basically. Like, let's pull it up on the dictionary. Oh, it's not gonna show up if I take away the shite. It's not even on the dictionary. What's up with that? You're just gonna have to trust me in this case. This is embarrassing. But it means like this is something that was fated to happen. So like, if you coming to Alola was fated to happen. And then kita no kamo na. So basically he's saying like you were probably fated to come to Alola and then you came to Alola. So and then kamo is like perhaps, probably, maybe, I'll consider it. So he's saying like maybe you came to Alola because it was destiny. Tomu ishi wa choitto tasukarasete moraimasu. So the stone choitto, it's kind of like chotto. It means like a little bit. And then, azukarasete moraimasu, that's like, hand it over to me, entrust it to me. So, we just got this sweet stone, and he's asking us to give it to him, because he thinks we are apparently super dumb. But we don't actually get a choice. Nani, ashita kaeshimasu kara. So, okay, well, ashita, tomorrow, kaeshimasu. He's gonna give it back to me. Kaeshite is like return it if you let someone borrow something. Thank you for loving the channel. And Robin K is asking, how long have I been studying kanji? I mean, you know, I've been studying kanji more dedicatedly, like, year and a half now? I don't know. Kimi ni wa toreina no saino ga arimasu kara na. So, for you, toreina no saino. Saino is like genius ability. So you have what it takes to be a trainer, you know? You have the talent, I guess, is probably a better term. Yeah, talent. Zehi. Zehi's like, if you're free, you know, if you're available. You say it a lot when you're asking someone to go, like, to a movie with you or to go get coffee with you. But he's not asking us out on a date right now. That'd be wrong. Ashita no omatsuri ni sanka shite kudasare. So, ashita no omatsuri. Omatsuri is a matsuri. It's a festival. And that's ashita no, so it's happening tomorrow. It's tomorrow's festival. Sanka is participate. So, sanka shite kudasare. So, like, kudasai is our please. It comes from kudasaru. Kudasare is more of a, like, it's more of a command, but he's not, like, you know, he's still being polite. It's like a very strong please. He's urging us to participate. He's like, you really should do that. Kukui finally steps in. Ja, Tomu, ie made okuru yo. So he's saying, well, Tom, up to your house, made. This is the episode of Made, my goodness. Uchi made, ie made. He's probably saying ie made. Okuru yo. No, he's probably saying uchi made. Sorry, weird thing for me to get indecisive on. The kanji can mean both. Uchi is just more like your home. You're like, in a house. Ie is just like a house. It's that house. Any house. Anyways, uchi made okuru yo. Okuru means to like send, but in this case it also can mean like to escort someone. So he's going to escort us up to our house. Not any further right now. Ririe mo issho dazo. Issho daze. So I'm also going to take Lily with me. Or together with Lily. Maybe it's supposed to be reassuring because she's super cute. I don't know. Kimi no daiji na ano ko ga はぐれると大変だからね. So, your 大事なあの子. So, あの子, that remember, yes, last time, that's what they were using to refer to our wonderful Hoshigumo-chan, our Nebi, as he's known in English. She's known in English, genderless, known in English. Basically, it means like little one. You know, ko is like child, baby. And anoko, they're just being a little like suggestive about it, not wanting to name it. Daiji na, daiji means important. So like, that's an important little guy. And hagureru to, that means if you lose sight of it, then taihen. Like, taihen is like a stressful trouble. Like, oh, that's gonna be a problem for you, ain't it? So, you know. So, だからな、大事なあの子がはぐれると大変だからな。Lily's like, はい、気をつけます。So, 気をつけて is what you say to someone when they're doing something that, you know, you're like, be careful please, 気をつけて. Watch your step, 気をつけて. So if she's saying 気をつけます, she's saying, I'll be careful. Hi is yes. Yes, I'll be careful. But, oh, Hoshigumo-chan, pew, how'd you get out of the bag? ほら、行ったそばからバッグから出ないでください. So hopefully at this point we recognize バッグから出ないでください. It means please don't get out of the bag. Okay, that's gonna be like our catchphrase. And 行った comes from you to say, and soba means just after or as soon as after. So 行ったそばから is like, we were just talking about it. We just told you to stay in the bag. Please don't get in the bag right after we tell you to stay in the bag. Not that hard. But look, Hara and Hao have a good sense of humor about it because they're cool dudes. And I don't even get to walk home on my own. Kukui's just like taking over my life right now. And my mom's like, Okaeri tomu. That's okaeri is what you say when someone comes home. Kaeru means to go home. So, you know, you just came home. It seems a little obvious, but it's, you know, it's nice. It's Japanese. Mama says, ねえねえ、どんなポケモンもらったの? So, ねえねえ is just like how said na na earlier, this, but, you know, more feminine. She's like, hey, hey, どんなポケモン? What kind of Pokemon もらった did you receive? 見せて見せて Show me, show me. 見せる means to show something. Nyabu, look at how cute it is. It's so tiny. Double cats. わあ、ママ、ときめいちゃう。ねえ、どうしてこの子にしたの? So, ときめく, yeah, comes from ときめく, which means like for your heart to flutter. So she's like, wow, Mama, she's referring to herself in the third person. My heart is fluttering. Like, oh, this is so cute. ねえ、hey, どうしてこの子にしたの? So, どうして means like, why would you do this? And then この子にした. So, like, if you are nishtang something, it means like to do with a purpose. In this case, it's like, why did you choose this one? Why did you choose this little guy? かわいいから. So, because it's cute. かっこいいから. 'Cause it's cool. We're cool dudes. そうね. Yeah. この子、かわいくてかっこいいのよね。So, this little guy's かわいくて, it's cute, and かっこいい, cool のよね. The くて, that's our just very standard te form for an eve adjective. And that's a good way to list like two adjectives to describe one thing is you put a te form on one of them. Pro tips. Uh-oh. I'm glad that someone's hearing me anyways. あなたたち、すっごくお似合い. So, すごく means like super duper, and あなたたち is you two. Remember we saw 君たち earlier, which also meant like the both of you, but あなた is a little more formal and polite, and お似合い is like to suit. Like, you match each other, basically. Like, you go well together. 見てるだけで嬉しくなっちゃう. So, 見てる, to look at, so like, and だけ is just. We looked at that earlier. Remember, it's gonna be in the dictionary right now. Just, so like, even just by looking at you, 嬉しくなっちゃう. So that's 嬉しい, and then くてなる. Like, and then the naru becomes natte shimau. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's weird how it all gets contracted, and it's so simple. It becomes second nature. But it means you became you're becoming happy. So like even I can tell just by looking at you two that you're gonna be happy, that you're doing well. Ninya. I'm glad to hear it fixed it, Michael. Nyabu. Yokujitsu. That means the next day. Oh. いい夕日、今日も暖房量. Okay, so yuhi means the kanji are like evening and then sun, so she's talking about the sunset. It's a yuhi. And kyomo, today also, danboru o, so that's our cardboard, and she's gonna do something to it. But the doorbell. Ara, chaimu? Tomu, chotto dette. Oh, this is some deja vu. I sure hope that Kukui doesn't open the door and let himself in. That would just be terrible. Oh, no. Yeah, Tomu, omatsuri no jikan da ze. So, omatsuri is festival, and then jikan is the time period. So, like, it's the time of the festival. To, sono mae ni. Mae means before. So, sono is that. So, before the festival, Pokemon trainer ni natta kimi ni. So, the you that became, natta comes from naru, to become. So, ni naru is become a Pokemon trainer. Pokemon trainer ni natta kimi. It's all together. So, the you that became a Pokemon trainer, oshieru koto, things to teach, ga arunda. They exist. So there are things to teach the you that just became a Pokemon trainer. I have things about being a Pokemon trainer to teach you is probably what I'd call this in English, or say in English. Hora, ichiban doro ni ikoze. So, hey, ichiban doro. Ichiban is like number one. You hear it a lot for like, it's my number one favorite thing. Ichiban suki na mono. But in this case, it's just like the first. So, ichiban doro is route, or, yeah, so route 1. Ni iko, let's go. Itterashai na. So, this is, if okaeri is what you say when someone's coming back home, itterashai is what you say when someone's going away from home. Itterashai. Datte, Pokemon to issho nara, 絶対楽しいじゃない? So, だって, well then, Pokemon to issho, that's together with Pokemon. Pokemon to issho nara, that's our conditional. If you're together with Pokemon, 絶対, absolutely, 楽しい, fun, じゃない? But it isn't fun. It isn't fun, which would be 楽しくない. 楽しいじゃない is like, it's fun, isn't it? Yeah, it's always going to be fun with Pokemon around. I love Pokemon. Mama wa nyasu to danboru o katazukeru wa. So, nyasu to, together with nyarth, danboru o katazukeru. I'm gonna tidy up the cardboard boxes. She's never gonna do it. I don't have any faith in her. Just none. All right. Tomu, hayaku ikouze. So, hayaku means fast or quickly. Or soonly, and ikouze, yet again, let's go quickly. Hora, Pokemon no waza de nara, kousoku idou da. So, Pokemon no waza is Pokemon moves, nara, Pokemon no waza de nara. So it's like, in terms of Pokemon moves, within that experience. Kousoku idou, that is the name of agility in Japanese. I had to double check this one earlier, because it's not going to pop up in your dictionary. It's just one of those things. Idou literally means movement, and then kousoku means like high speed. See? Kousoku. High speed movement. So he's saying, in terms of Pokemon movement, it's agility. It's like agility. We've got to be moving quickly. He's such a nerd. Like, I thought that Professor Birch was going to be the biggest nerd, but this guy is the biggest nerd. Okay. got a couple more minutes. Let's find a wild Pokemon. That's gonna be this way. Hope that isn't spoilers for anyone. Oh, look at that sunset, that yuhi. It is orange and beautiful. Kochi daze. It's like this way. Kochi is like this direction, and daze is just saying it is this. 野生のポケモンは草むらから飛び出す. So 野生のポケモン, 野生 means wild, and 草むら is just like the tall grass. And then 飛び出す just means to jump out. 飛ぶ、出す. 君はポケモントレーナーだから、ニャビというパートナーと. So 君は you, ポケモントレーナーだから, you are a Pokemon trainer. So because of that, ニャビというパートナーと. So your partner called ニャビ、ニャビという called ニャビ、パートナー。と一緒、戦える. Soと一緒に戦える. So together with your partner, you can attack, you can fight them. それだけでなく、野生のポケモンを捕まえることだってできるんだぜ. So それだけでなく. So それだけでない. So yet again, that's our dake, our just, and sore is like that thing. So that's not all. It's not just that. Denai is like, you know, not. So it's not just that. It's not just fighting though. Yasei no Pokemon o, you can do something with those Pokemon. What is it? It's tsukamaeru. 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 That means to capture. See, look at that. And then koto is like the intangible thing. So it's the action of capturing them. So tsukamaeru koto datte dekiru n da ze. You can do it. You can also capture them. You can fight them. You can capture them. 今から from now 捕まえ方を教えるよ。しっかり見てるだぜ. So 捕まえ方, when you have kata at the end of a verb like that, it means like the way to do or something, or the method of doing something. And then 教えるよ, he's gonna teach it. しっかり見てるだぜ. So look closely. しっかり. Firmly, tightly. Yep, you gotta lock your eyes onto his shirtless body. That's what we're gonna do. Yasei no Tsukera. He sends out 言わんこを繰り出した. Tsukera. 体当たり. That's body attack, body blow. Whoa, 続く攻撃. Tsuzuku means to continue. I think it said Tsuzuku Kogeki. Sometimes I miss it. Oh, it just said something right there and I totally did not read it. I'll be able to pause the video later and look at it. Why does he use miteru here instead of just miru? That's a good question. It's just like, it's a continuous thing. You just gotta do it. That is a good question. I didn't really think about that. I'd have to like look at the sentence again really to like parse it together, I guess. We'll look at that when we're doing our recap video. I don't have a good answer for that right now. Sorry. Yosh! Alright. 野生のポケモンは人を奪うこともあるが. Is it 奪う? Wait. That's not 奪う. Gotta check this out. See, ubao looks like that, and that's not ubao. What is this one? I don't know right now. Where did my dictionary go? I have a dictionary that I use to write kanji on my phone. It's just a little bit easier. Boop, boop. This one might take a little while because it's a small kanji right there. Got it. Osou, to advance. Oh, okay, yeah. So, let's pull that up right there. I think we saw this in the last episode. This is embarrassing. So this is a word that I need to put in my personal list of, like, vocab words to work on. Here we are. Osou, to attack. Anyways, hito osou koto mo aru. So, they can also attack people. Tsukumaereba, 心強い 心強い味方になってくれるぜ. So, 味方 right there, it looks, if you know your kanji but don't know the vocab very well, it looks like flavor direction, but it actually means ally, or like, partner. 味方 right there. Okay, so 捕まえれば if you capture them, 心強い, so it's like strong-hearted, strong-willed, or like, you have a good bond. And then 味方になって become it, くれるぜ is like, they'll do it for you. So together you'll become good allies if you capture them. 味方のポケモンが戦ってくたびれたらうちに戻るといい。くたびれたら let's look this one up. To get tired out. Okay, yeah. That's a word that I should probably look up and put down also. So Mikata no Pokemon is our ally Pokemon, and then Tatakate, so they battle, and then this is our like Kamate form. So they battle, and then Kutabiretara, if so, and then if they battle and they're kind of, this is our if form. So if they get tired, Uchi ni modoru to ii, you should go home. Return to your home. Modoru means to return. Uchi ni, and that's our toi. Lirie was using that earlier with goran ni naru to ii. So it means you should do it. Good recommendation. お母さんに話しかければゆっくりたませて Oh. This is one of those words where I'm looking at it and I should know it. It means to rest. ゆっくり Anyways. お母さんに話しかければ So like, if you talk to your mom, she will rest your Pokemon. This is one of those really embarrassing ones where I'm looking at it and I know the kanji it means to rest, but I forgot the reading and I don't want to tell you the wrong reading right now. Yasumasete. There we go. Like yasumi, day off. If I'm getting tired of this right now, I should probably end this soon. Yasumasete kureru daro. So like, she'll let you rest for a bit. So also he's saying like, as well as that, you can use kizugusuri, which is literally just kusuri, medicine, and kizu, wound, so like wound medicine. Tsukau, to use. Hora, monster ball to kizugusuri o ageru yo. Saying, hey, I'm going to give you, ageru, to give, monster ball to kizugusuri. So, potions and monster balls, pokeballs. Tomu wa monster ball o 10個手に入れた. So, Tom obtained 10 monster balls. The ko is just a counter. They use counters in Japanese more than we use them in English. Ko is a pretty generic one. Counters are special. You put them by something to say, like, I have this many of this type of thing. Like pairs of pants or sheets of paper. Yeah. Tomu wa monster ball o 道具ポケットにしまった. You put it in the tools pocket. Same thing, but goko for the kizugusuri. And I put it in the kaifuku pocket, which is the like healing, restoring items pocket. では、リリータウンまでの冒険スタートだぜ. So, up to the, like, yet again, this is our Made episode. I'm telling you guys, it's all about Made. Made means like up to this point or until that point, So until you get to there, boken is adventure and stato is start, So, well then, until you get to Lilytown, this is the beginning of your adventure. Tomu no koto yoroshiku na, nyabi. So like, Tom, best regards, good luck, do well. Nyabi too. And now we're on our own. As I said, I want to do one last battle before we start finish this episode off. And I'm gonna pull out my stylus because I want to end it with some Pokemon Refresh. Let's see what our first Pokemon is. Yasei no Tsutsukera o tobidashite kita. So that's like shikakete kita for when we fought a trainer, but tobidashite kita is like, it's jumped out. It's that tekita. It just happened right there. Hinoko. Nyabi no Hinoko. Nakigoe. Nakigoe kogeki. It used its animal cry attack. Kogeki o sagatta. I want to use Hikaku to get its HP down a little bit more. There we go. Nakigoe kogeki. Kogeki ga sagatta. So sagatta is just like earlier when we leveled up. Nyabi's Reburu Roku ni agatta. Raised to. Sagatta is the opposite way. It goes down. And we're gonna use our Monster Ball. Yasei no Pokemon ni nagete. So if you throw it at a, not if, but you throw it at a wild Pokemon. Tsukumaeru tame no boru. It's a ball you throw for the sake of capturing Pokemon. Kapsel shi ni natteru. Cool. Tsukau. Monster Ball o tsukatta. You used a Monster Ball. Roll. Yatta! Yatta! Tsutsukiara o tsukumaetta zo. So we captured it. Tsukumaeru, tsukumaetta. That's our past tense. We got our Keikenchi. Tsutsukiara no data ga atarashiku Pokemon Zukan ni toroku saremasu. It's like the Tsutsukiara no data, the data for it, atarashiku, newly Pokemon Zukan ni toroku. So registered in the Pokédex. Saremasu is like, it was forced to happen because the Pokédex is doing it automatically. Toroku kanryo. Registration complete. We'll read that later. Oh, horu. Akita yeah, I don't know all the kanji for it. And I'm not gonna sit here and look them all up. We can do it later. Tsugi e, next, a. Tsutsukiara ni nickname o tsukemasu ka? Should we nickname it? Nah. I like learning their names. Temochi o kuaemashita. It's like, you added it to your party. Temochi, the hand Pokemon in your hand. And oh, I forgot to hit Y at the end of the battle to do Pokemon Refresh. Let's do a little bit. Poke Refre. Pokemon tachi o oteire dekiru yo. So like you can put Pokemon in your hand. You can. It's more. Some of them are too big, obviously, but you know you can interact with them, is what it's saying. And then that's gentle. So gentle. Yasashiku, yasashii, yasashiku nadete agete. So like naderu is like to pet. So pet them gently. Dondo nakayoku naro. Yeah. So gradually you'll become super close buds. Pokemon ga daisuki na Pokemon mame o tabesasete ageyo. So the daisuki is like really, really like, and Pokemame is just Pokemon beans, Pokebeans. So Pokesasete age is like to give them and have them eat them. So if you have them eat the Pokemon beans that they really like, Pokemame wa Pokemon Center no cafe space de moraeru yo. So you can receive them at the cafe space. Pokemon wa tatakau to yogoreru koto mo aru yo. So like they'll get dirty if they battle. Sonna toki wa, at that time, oteire dogu de, so the tools you have in your hand, kirei ni shite ageyo. Make them pretty. Literally, clean. Kirei means both clean and pretty. You know, it's kind of the same thing. Doku ya mahi nado mo, that's naoseru yo. So like, doku is poison, mahi is paralysis, nado mo is like etc. Naoseru, you can fix it, you can heal it. Oteireru suru Pokemon wa irekaeru koto mo dekiru yo. So you can change from Pokemon you have in your hand. Nakayoku natta Pokemon wa harikitte tatakatte kureru yo. So like the Pokemon that you've become super good friends with are gonna battle harikiri? Oh no, to be in high spirits. So they'll battle with high spirits. Takusan nakayoku naro. So like, let's become close buddies a lot. Takusan. Oh, yes. This is what I live for. Anyways, I wanted to finish the episode while doing this because it's super cute. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around for me, especially during that one part where I had a brain fart and forgot the kanji for yasumi. That was super embarrassing. We're going to be doing this again next week. I have the transcript almost ready to go, so you'll see it online in the next couple days. And I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know if there's any things you want me to go into more detail on, because I'm working on getting some stuff together for the first 2 episodes and making a more formal episode where we break down the grammar like we saw there. Oh, look at it, pet its little paws. Okay, thank you everyone. よろしくお願いします。またね